Hello, I'm Gideon Hodge, and this is Beer Country.
That's that table drawer.
Slate, please.
Gideon, stop snoring.
Right here?
So what you think?
This is fantastic. This is like got a sweetness to it on the meat here.
Have you tasted those crystal onion rings?
Oh, actually, thank you. Never had anything else like this. It's got like a tanginess to it. It's you definitely taste that Crystal hot sauce was used, but it's not hot. It doesn't have that heat, but definitely has the tanginess.
That. You need that in your hand right now. This is the gnarly barley
Yeah, milk porter. It's
milk
actually
porter.
It
It
is.
is definitely milky.
yeah.
Oh
Might
wow.
leave a little mustache on my mouth, but
Yep.
we're gonna save that for later.
It's
Now, see, I've had milk stouts before, but I don't think I've ever had a milk porter.
That's delicious. And I love it with the sausage because it's a mild sausage and that creaminess like complements it really well.
You like a nice creamy sausage?
Yep. Take that out of it. That's not going to be excellent.
And I like the saying you get from these onion rings too.
Well, like I was saying, like you don't really get the heat from them.
Yeah.
You get the acidity from the peppers that, because you cook the heat out of it. You really want that acidity, that tang, instead of getting that overpowering like hotness.
I know, because I mean, I'm just overpoweringly hot enough, right?
And modest. Did we mention modest?
So this is one of those dishes that
Oh my
we were talking
God.
about. You can get everything all together on the fork
All together now.
and the milk porter.
No, Chef Matt nailed it. This is perfect.
Oh my god.
It's like
Yeah, you just like ultimate order.
But you're squirting it out already?
Yeah.
Which makes me want to do this kind of motion. Like, I'm so excited.
all right. Look at the cameraman. His tongue is hanging out. He's like so
He's
thirsty. and he
drilling
wants
over there
some
right now,
food.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
We gotta do some outtakes. The cameraman like just ramming all those.
Or just like has like the leftover plate, like scooping it in.
So, I am very convinced that I completely understand now why this is your favorite dish here.
Yeah.
And why this is the altar of food and beer.
One of the things, this dish is the same every time. This is a really good gnarly barley milk porter. It's like just awesome all the time. So these is the dishes that go to comfort food that always tastes the same. You could be having one of those good days or one of those bad days when you're making French fries by the ton. You got to go to your happy place where you go into the fetal position and you say, "Give me that. It makes me happy."
This is
That
my
is it.
happy place right here.
But, so I've got to ask this. It's probably a dumb question. But, how did you guys come up with this name?
It's you know, back home, this looks like a dish they serve around Christmas time. And it's
Not
it's served
Christmas time,
in a group. It's usually a big plate, tons of potatoes. They fry up all the sausages, and they stick them in it. It looks like a huge porcupine of sausage. Awesome. And then everyone just
We'll
gets
get
a
to that
spoon,
one later.
digs in.
That
But we
sounds
put a
awesome.
little bit of a flair to it, Louisiana flair, putting the crystal onion rings, which I think you might say are phenomenal.
Are
Yes.
fantastic. That's so good.
And then
That's-
our gravy here, we've taken it and we've adapted it, and we always use those tree beers, which we find, you know, people tell you take red wine, reduce it down, and you make a nice gravy. We take those 3 individual beers together, reduce down, take our beef bones, roast them off, caramelize them, and that becomes our stock. We reduce that down, and that's what we make our gravy out of. And you can put that gravy on anything. And someone will try and eat it.
I don't need to be convinced that beer goes with anything. We know this already.
One of the things I really like about Snook Porter too is it's very smooth for a porter. Like a lot of those porters have that sort of effervescence at the very end, and this one just like even all the way through.
It's very stable, set, good flavored dish.
So where did he come from, and how did you discover this little kitchen nymph that makes all this magic happen?
We found him in a cabbage patch. I knew it. We watered him with Guinness and
Helped him grow.
helped him grow. And that's why he looks like Guinness. He wears a white hat. And that's nice.
I got it.
Oh my gosh, he does look like that guy! Yes, we just discovered a celebrity.
No, you know, it's not cooking. You meet a lot of different people through your life cooking. And especially in the kitchen, you build up, you know, friends, good and bad, and because you go through that experience where you have a ton of people in a restaurant and you guys got to serve the food and you got to work almost like a military situation. You've got to succeed under crazy situations sometimes. You know, you're running out of this, you're running out of that. Guy cuts his arm, you got to take over your station. You don't know what's on it.
You're still
You
man
gotta
in the
make it happen.
fryer, even if you lose a limb in this kitchen.
You find people that are made of that sort of metal that bends, doesn't break, comes back every time. And Matt was working here in a different department and moved over, and I think he found, you know, hey, I can get something back from this. You can do hundreds of different jobs. You could be an architect, you could be an astronaut. It's what you get back and what you like and what makes your engine fire up. And I think that's what he found, and I found that coming from him. So it's kind of like magnets. You just attract people around you and people that get attracted to you, and that's how, you know, the world goes round. That's how you can find yourself in this. He's taken the situation and the opportunity here and rolled with it and been able to learn a lot, and he's taught me a lot too. So it's a good experience.
What would you say is the culture here at Irish House?
One of the biggest things is, you know, we say you can have a building, you can have all the greatest pictures, you can have the gold chairs, you can have gold knives and forks, but if you don't have the people, you don't have that people bringing the life to it, you get nothing. So we actually believe in a lot of the people. We want them to feel like when somebody comes to the Irish House, that they're coming into their home, that they're taking out the best china, they're making sure that the pillows are fluffed up on the sofa, right?
I'll fluff your
That
pillows,
the front
Chestnut.
glass, the door in the front of the house is polished up. That they take their car out of the driveway so their auntie and uncle can park right in front of their house. That's what we want to do. That's the culture we want. Find like-minded people, and then we all succeed together.
I'll tell you what, I've worked in restaurants and I've been to a lot of restaurants, and a lot of them give this sort of like, you know, when you're here, your family type of mission statement. These people are all having a good time. Everybody I've met here, from the hostess to the waiters to the kitchen staff to the bartenders, everybody's having a good time here. Everybody cares about what they're doing. There's a joy here, and there is a hominess that you just feel at ease, and you're just having a good time here.
It's like coming to the
I
motherland.
love hearing that because you're on the pod station in 5 minutes.
Chef Matt, thank you so much for having us tonight.
Glad to have you.
Food was amazing all the way through. Fantastic beer. Had a great time. If you're all ever in New Orleans, you've got to stop by this place for some of the most amazing food you're ever going to have in your life. And remember,
Eat with your eyes and drink with your nose.
Launch it.
Splash it.